Why are you keeping me blindfolded?
To keep you from seeing things that aren't good for you to see.
Like you?
That's one thing.
Do I know you?
No, not yet. But I think before the day is out, we're going to be very close friends.
This blindfold, it's tight and it hurts.
We'll get used to it.
Did you know Bernie?
Well, let's say I met him.
But you didn't know him.
I knew him well enough.
Well enough to let Joe kill him?
He told you about that?
He told me.
That was stupid of him. Very stupid. But I'm afraid you're going to have to forgive Joe. He's not too bright. Not like you and me, Elena.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think you're a very smart young lady, and I like that. I also think you're smart enough to know that you're not leaving here until you give us what we want.
Look, I told you 1,000 times, I don't have what you want. I didn't even know there was any key before.
Then why would Bernie lie to us like that?
I don't know. You must have done something real terrible to him to make him say that.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid my friend Joe has a very nasty temper. And when he feels that someone's giving him the runaround, he gets carried away. I guess he got carried away with Bernie.
Oh.
That's why I've sent Joe away this morning. I wanted to talk to you alone. Because, as I said, I think you're a very smart lady. And I think you'll see that what I'm trying to do is help you.
But
So
I
you
can't...
just give me that key. You can be out of here, back in your hotel room before Joe gets back here.
And if I don't?
If you don't, I'm afraid you may never get back to your hotel room or Houston or any place else.
So, now what are we going to do? Just go knocking on doors?
Yeah, why don't we just split up and start asking questions?
It's a good idea, because that tattoo should not be too hard to notice, you know?
Okay, look, I'm going to take the other side of the street, and we'll just go into shops and ask everybody.
All right. I'll meet you back here in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Hello, Vivian.
Mr. Carrington?
I almost left. You took so long to answer the door, I thought you weren't at home.
I'm sorry. I must have been thinking about something.
Well, it must be lonely for you being here alone with Iris at the hospital looking after Alex.
Yep. It's pretty difficult, especially when I think about Mr. Wheeler or Dennis. I was so upset this morning that I called Rudy twice just to calm myself down.
Who's Rudy?
Oh, it's a friend of mine in Bay City.
Oh, is it supposed to rain?
No. This is Mrs. Wheeler's raincoat. I'm just going to take it to the cleaners.
Didn't you tell me the same thing about that same raincoat last night?
Yeah. I've been so busy, I haven't been by there yet.
Vivian, is everything all right?
Yes, sir.
I came by to continue our last night's conversation.
I hope you didn't mention that to anyone.
Well, as a matter of fact, I haven't, but I was tempted to when I saw Stryker Bellman this morning.
Mr. Carrington, you mustn't do that.
Well, why not? As Dennis's lawyer, Stryker must know the truth. He must be told everything.
If Mr. Bellman knows that Mrs. Wheeler and I were in Chris Shaw's office that night, that he was murdered, that could be very bad.
Bad for whom? It couldn't be much worse for Dennis.
Well, have you talked to Iris? Yes, for all the good it did me. I know she's under a lot of strain with Alex in the hospital and Dennis in prison, but it's still no reason for her to withhold information from me.
Oh, if she has information that will help Dennis, well, I can't imagine her keeping it from anyone, especially you.
I swear she is. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before.
Yes, but not very often.
First-degree murder.
Yes. And that means Dennis could be sentenced to life imprisonment. Of course, with time off for good behavior, he could probably be cut down to 20 years.
20 years?
Yes. And that would make Dennis, close to 50 when he was able to return to the real world and perhaps the semblance of a normal life again.
I didn't...
You didn't know that Dennis would be throwing his life away because Iris won't divulge whatever it is she's hiding?
It was Dennis who didn't want anyone to know Mrs. Wheeler was there.
Yes, I know. He didn't want to involve his mother. And it's true, she might be an accessory after the fact. Especially since she encouraged Dennis not to go to the police immediately.
Mrs. Wheeler was just trying to help Dennis.
I'm sure that's true, Vivian. And that fact will certainly be taken into consideration. She went to help her son. But more important, Vivian, is the fact that Stryker has to know the truth if he's going to be able to help Dennis at all. And I mean the whole truth.
Mr. Carrington.
Look, Stryker already believes that something is being withheld from him. Don't you see, Vivian? It's possible that Iris saw something in the office, something that could free Dennis. Now, as vile and loathsome as that man was, and as much reason as Dennis had to want to see him dead, I don't believe that Dennis murdered Chris Shaw.
No, I don't believe that either.
Well, then we have to do everything we can to see that Dennis is clear.
I know that.
Look, I know that you feel a strong loyalty to Iris, and I respect that. But if she has information that could set Dennis free, she has to come forward with it.
Mr. Carrington, there's something I think that you should know.
That's it!